Now, with tonight's sports report, here's Clayton Collier from the Landers Auto Group Sports Desk.
The Grizzlies sport just 3 players from their opening night roster, yet somehow are playing 500 balls since the All-Star break. 17.5. The Tigers haven't been this favored this conference season.
Coach, are you still the head coach?
No. And just like that, the Tubby Smith era in Memphis was over.
A Johnny football jersey, it'll cost you $95. They don't call him Money Manziel for nothing, guys. Combined, they weigh over 500 pounds. And if that's not imposing enough, let me tell you, these guys can really pack a punch. The day started off with a fire sale, and now we have an actual fire to talk about. Welcome into a very special half hour here on Local 24, our AutoZone Liberty Bowl preview show.
Robert said it in the huddle just before, winners find a way to win. You guys found a way to win. How does it feel?
Seton Hall will be dancing as they knock off Villanova. Unbelievable!
Josh, that's right. I'm with the Insane Asylum. And if you're wondering why it's called that, look no further than these guys right here. But as Ripley coach Steve Willie put it, if we're going to win at this stage and we're going to come home with a gold ball, we're going to have to be ready for anything that comes our way. Now he makes solid contact, just relentless.
When the game starts off with Tigers coach Mike Norvell making an entrance via helicopter, you know it's got to be our game of the week.
In 48 hours, you could read a book, smoke the perfect brisket, or listen to Survivor's Eye of the Tiger 708 times on repeat. Whatever helps you get to Saturday and the Tigers season opener.
And as has been the case for the last 8 years, a Memphis team will play for a gold ball on the final Saturday of high school basketball season.
He's around third, and he will come in with the first Larks run of the game and tie it up at 1 apiece.
At one point right before Christmas, 4 games, 4 days, 4 states. It was a tough time.
It was a really good breakfast burrito. Heather, great job. Thank you very much.
So I'm pleased to be joined by DJ Jeffries and, of course, his father, Corey. Guys, let's get right into it. DJ, why the Tigers for you?
From Local 24, Sports with Clayton Collier.
The NIT may not seem all that impressive, but consider this. 1,822 days since the Tigers' last postseason game, their longest drought in 30 years. That counter resets to 0 tonight as the Tigers take on San Diego. NIT first-round action at FedEx Forum. Tyler Harris didn't score a point in the conference semifinal loss. He did tonight. Triple. Caps off a 16-0 run. He had 16 points. Now Jeremiah Martin led the way with 21 points, 7 boards. Look at the putback and 1 Tigers, hitting half up 7. Now his teammate Kevin Davenport played through a leg injury last game, looking just fine on the Davin dunk. He had 16 as the Tigers cruised to the 74-60 victory.
They have those 3 weapons. They are 3 weapons. And, you know, when those guys are on, it just makes it easier for us to get into a flow. It makes everybody else's game better. When they're flowing, then they take all the attention away from Rainier Thornton, Alex Lomax, Isaiah Maurice, Mike Parks, and it makes the game easier for them.
The road for Sister Jean and Loyola Chicago ends in Omaha. Creighton will host Memphis in the second round. The Express introduced Johnny Manziel as their new quarterback today. The former Heisman Trophy winner and Browns quarterback said he is ready to get his career and life back on track.
I've done a lot of soul searching and a lot of looking at myself in the mirror and coming to the realization that when I'm on the football field and when I'm on a team, my life is substantially better.
Future Memphis Tiger James Wiseman is a pretty good player. As a matter of fact, he's the best high school basketball player in the nation. Now today, the East High standout getting the most prestigious award in high school sports. He was named the Gatorade National Boys Player of the Year. The Grizzlies rookie forward Jaren Jackson Jr. making a surprise visit to present Wiseman with his hardware.
It's a true blessing. I'm really in amazement right now. I can't even talk right now because it's just a real moment for me. But for me to get this award, it's really just going to make me work harder, and it's going to motivate me to just strive for greatness.
So 2 greats in Memphis there. Also, one last note on Johnny football as well. Mike Singletary said tomorrow at practice will kind of be where they evaluate whether or not he will be starting for them on Sunday.
Oh, interesting. We'll stay put and ready for that news.
Memphis, known for Beale Street and barbecue.
Good. This was actually one of my mom's favorite places to go when she's in Memphis.
But really, it's a city of grit and grind. And we're not just talking about the grindfather. Ivan Rabb is in his rookie season with the Grizzlies. He began the year bouncing between the Grizz and their G League squad, the Memphis Hustle. sometimes suiting up for both teams in the same day. You had, what was it, at one point right before Christmas, 4 games, 4 days, 4 states?
It was a tough time, but it was huge for me because I got a chance to play. I think the biggest thing in basketball is getting in-game experience, so that was huge.
There weren't many in-game reps early on, but the time spent with the Grizzlies in practice paid dividends.
They're so competitive. Guys don't want to lose. A lot of times practices are a little bit tougher than the games. So when I got out into the game, it was just all about my nerves, just calming down and just playing my game, because I know I can play. I know I can make guys better and do what I can do. But it was just time to just relax and play, and I've been playing pretty well.
Rab is a full-time Grizzly now. He's hit double figures on 4 occasions and recently recorded his first double-double. With your first couple months here, putting in the time, paying off, how does that really fit, do you think, with the grit and grind mentality, not only the Grizzlies, but this city?
Right. For me to go and do that every day, I think a lot of guys, if they were put in my position, they wouldn't want to do that. For me, I just tried to come in every day and bring positive energy to the teams, whatever team I was on, and just work as hard as I can because it's only going to help me.
A strong work ethic is nothing new to Ivan. His mom worked her way from waiting tables, barely making ends meet, to owning her own restaurant.
I'd seen her work a ton of jobs when I was younger, but she always worked those jobs to put herself in position to do what she wanted to do. I saw what it took. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a step-by-step process. For her, it just taught me resiliency and just continue to work hard, because you never know when you get your opportunity. You just have to have everything together when it's time. And it's a Cajun soul food restaurant she has right now, right? Mm-hmm. Then I got to end on some controversy. Then where's the soul food better, at Mom's house or here in Memphis? I can't get caught on camera letting myself say that anybody's food is better. So definitely my mom's food. I say that 100 times. Okay, well then we can turn off the cameras then when we go and eat. What's that? Thanks, Ed. Yeah, no problem.